Hi there and welcome. My name is Sarah Gorham and I'm a medical simulation sales representative at OtoSim. If you are new to OtoSim, we offer otoscopy and ophthalmoscopy simulation for self or instructor guided education in lecture, simulation lab, and distance or remote settings. I'm going to take you through our mobile product, which has been adapted to better serve our clientele during the distance education requirements secondary to COVID-19 and hopefully beyond when returning to campus and the live simulation realm. While the OtoSim and OptoSim Mobile are existing products of ours, we are now offering individualized student logins so that students can access both of our fully built out curriculums using one easy online platform from home. As an educator, you can separate your classes or cohorts into sections and deploy the content and examinations you want those classes or students to focus on directly to their individualized portal. You can then monitor their engagement, progress, and performance on examinations from your very own educator's portal. Students are able to access their portal at mobile.otosim.com. This portal houses both the OtoSim Mobile and OptoSim Mobile softwares. They can simply click on the software they want to access, put in their login, and enter the software. As you can see here, it's super simple to navigate the software. The introduction section goes over a brief history of otoscopy, as well as showcases an amazing OtoSim study that we did with the University of Toronto to showcase just how well students improve their diagnostic capabilities by training with our software. The pre-sim learning section allows students to learn how to hold an ear, hold an otoscope, and shows basic ear anatomy from both the coronal and canal views. Students can skip right into the normal anatomy section, which is then subdivided between the external auditory canal, middle ear, normal landmarks to look for, and a normal scopic view of the tympanic membrane. As you can see, the layout showcases descriptive text on the left-hand side, whichever image has been selected in the middle, and the image gallery on the right-hand side. The image gallery will include, throughout the software, scopic views, diagrammatic anatomy, molds, and even histological references to help students better understand what they are seeing. The normal anatomy section will take students through a list of primary anatomy that should be present in almost every scopic view that they have of the middle ear. The descriptive text is listed on the left-hand side, and as the images progress on the right-hand side, they actually pull away to show some more diagrammatic anatomy for a better understanding, especially of the bones underneath the tympanic membrane. The normal tympanic membrane section is really well built out to show a very wide range of normals, even some that have, enhanced vasculature, which still showcases a healthy tympanic membrane, but really just does indicate that healthy can look quite different in a lot of cases. Another really great feature of this software is the annotation section. This is the interactive section for students where they can go into a learning component or a testing component. The learning component will actually bring up a annotation of whatever anatomical landmark they click on, whereas the testing section will force them to click on that landmark themselves in order for the annotation to show up and for them to know that they have correctly located that anatomical landmark. In order to return to the home page, simply click the logo at the top left-hand side. Moving into the pathology section, you can see that it's really well built out, again, between the external auditory canal and middle ear. Lots of different pathologies here, and you can see on the right-hand side how many images are shown for each. More common pathologies will often have extended galleries as well as extended descriptive text. Because they are more common and more healthcare providers should be able to recognize these pathologies in an examination, we've built them out really well so that students will have no doubt leaving this software how to recognize something like acute otitis media or a foreign body in the ear. Those sections that are really well built out will also range from emergent to severe to resolved cases to, again, give students a very clear indication of what they should be seeing in any case. For reference of the extent of the content, the OtoSim does cover an ENT resident level of knowledge or diagnostic capability. You can see here just how many pathologies are included. In the middle ear section, I will go into one of the most common pathologies being an acute ear infection. Again, you can select different anatomical landmarks as well as pathological indicators and search through a really wide gallery of examples. Included in this is a pneumatic otoscopy section. We do actually have a pneumatic attachment for our desktop product that allows students to practice their pneumatic otoscopy skills. But in this case, students are actually able to just go in and view a video of what the tympanic membrane movement looks like or lack of movement looks like with pressure applied. So here's an example of a healthy tympanic membrane. And a pathological tympanic membrane. In this case, there is a significant amount of fluid buildup behind the tympanic membrane, so you can see that there is not as much movement there. If at any time as a student you would like to locate a specific pathology, you can use the search function. You can also save pathologies to the bookmark section to find them a little bit easier if you need to. Students will also be able to see customized presentations and quizzes from their educators in these sections, and I will transition over to the educator portal side to show you how easy it is for you to create and deploy content and quizzes to your students and classes. So all I'm going to do is log out, log in again as a teacher. And as you can see, I can oversee how many students I have in my class as well as the class name, and you can have a different login for each of your different classes so that you can deploy content to your first year students and different content to your second, third, or fourth year practical students, residents, whoever it may be. Deploying content or specific content, should you want to pare it down a little bit, as simple as opening up the modules and just tagging the modules that you would like to have your students see, saving it, and activating the curriculum so that it will then be deployed to their specific portal. As an alternative way to deploy content to your students, if you want it to be very focused or you would like to add in your own descriptive text or focus on a couple of specific annotations, you can actually just create your own presentation using all of the existing content of our software. You're simply going to select an image, use image, and then you can add annotations, add your own descriptive text, or create a new annotation. For existing annotations in the software, they will show up under this section, and you can just select the ones that you would like to keep or select the ones that you would like to remove. This is super simple and easy to use. Even educators that are not the most tech savvy should have no problem implementing this for their classes. The same concept applies to quizzes and exams. It's super easy for you to go in, create your own quiz by, again, pulling images from the gallery, adding them over, creating a question, adding the answer options, and then saving the quiz or exam and deploying that to your class the same way. Again, super simple and easy to use. Once you have deployed content or examinations to your class, you can go into the reporting section. If you don't want to deploy a quiz and you just want to see how far students have made it through the content, you can actually go in and see each individual student's progress. Really great way to just see their engagement and monitor their progress. And truthfully see how worthwhile of an investment this is for you. I think this is a good indicator of whether students are finding this easy to use and enjoying using it. And it's also a really great way to gauge, maybe why a particular student did not do as well on testing as other students. If they haven't completed the content, they are not likely going to test well on it. As you can see here, you can go back to the exam section. Unfortunately, I don't have one made here with results, but again, you can go through and see your entire class results with a class average, how well students did on each individual question, and then you can go and see individual exam results. For each student, this is a really great way to also gauge exam fairness. If most students got one question wrong, you could potentially consider rephrasing or removing it from the exam. That covers it for the educators portal. As you can see, it's super simple and easy to use, and I will just quickly go into the OtoSim side to give you a brief overview. Exact same concept, introductory section introduces students to the field, how to examine an eye, that kind of best practices for an ophthalmoscopy exam. Your identification section is built out to show normal landmarks that students should be able to look for when doing an exam, as well as pathological features that they should be looking for. The pathology section is built out the exact same way. The only difference being that you can actually program in random motion or blinking. This is really helpful for on-campus simulation lab settings where you would like to make it slightly more difficult for students who are doing an exam. In any case, this has a really great range of normals. As you know, the fundus can look quite different between different patients, and how dark it is does not always indicate pathology, so it's really great for students to see a really wide range of normals as well. Again, students can find presentations and quizzes and exams here that you have customized or deployed to them, and it's built out the exact same way as the OtoSim, so once you learn one, you really have learned both of them. As a student and as an educator, they are very intuitive and easy to navigate. And it's really just simple to have one platform and one login that allows students access to two really great fully built out curriculums, as well as to implement testing on the education side. Once you're able to return to a simulation lab setting, we do actually have mobile clips that look like this. These clips are available for purchase now alongside the remote learning package for a significantly discounted price should you want to implement this mobile curriculum when you return to campus in a simulation lab setting. Alternatively, our legacy product and gold standard product is actually a desktop simulation device that looks like this. This scope is tracked so that whatever you are seeing in the ear is actually showing up on a computer screen for the educator or student to follow along and make sure that they are seeing exactly what you want them to be seeing. This is really great to increase their confidence in their diagnostic skills and their ability to visualize both the tympanic membrane and the fundus. We are offering a credit for any remote learning package purchase. The value of your purchase can certainly be applied to hardware in the future, whether it be the simulation clips. We will honor that discounted rate, or if you would like to upgrade to the desktop units, which is highly recommended, we will offer the value of your remote learning package as a credit towards this product. As you can see here, those little crosshairs indicate exactly what is being seen through the scope, and that's just that really great verifiable learning component. This product is a gold standard in OSCE style examinations and is what we recommend for a simulation lab setting. The mobile is often used in simulation lab settings as well for programs who simply cannot afford the desktop product, or especially for programs who are hybrid or do distance learning and utilize them for on-campus intensives. That's all I had for the demonstration. I hope that this was helpful to you in understanding how our products function, and please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or would like to pursue the remote learning package in the near future.